Good morning, dear students. Myself, B.N. Agarwal, Assistant Professor from School of Mechanical Engineering. Today, I will discuss on spark ignition engine mixture requirements for course internal combustion engine. In previous lecture, we have already discussed about its course handout, in which I explained you the CAT examination and IA components, and why to study internal combustion engine, what are the objectives and application of internal combustion engine. And already we have discussed on course outcomes, program objective, and out-based come education. Now come to learning objectives of this lecture. You will be able to explain the mixture requirements for SI engine. When you go through the mixture requirements, you should identify the mixture requirements, and also you can explain the factors which are considered for mixture requirements, and also define the variables which affects the mixture requirements. So these are the learning objectives for this topic. So SI engine mixture preparation. So there are some points as you see for SI engine mixture preparation. Number one, requirements, in which you aware the requirements for mixture preparation in SI engine. Sometime we are using lean mixture, sometime we are using a rich mixture. So according to the load on the vehicle, we have to fix the mixture preparation, either it is a lean mixture or it is a rich mixture. And second point is fuel metering systems. Third point, fuel transport phenomena. Fourth point, mixture preparation during engine transient. So what is mean by transient? Transient is nothing but it is the when the load is fluctuation, load is increase or decrease, either acceleration or deceleration. So we are using the transient phase. So we have to supply the mixture according to the load condition of the engine. So that is called engine transient phase. And next is the gasoline direct injection engine. So these are the points for SI engine mixture preparation. Now mixture preparation, you can see the diagram for mixture preparation, in which you can understand the things. So fuel, after the fuel tank you can see the fuel metering. There are three valves we are using here. One is fuel metering, second is air metering, and third is EGR control. So air supply from the right side, fuel supply from the fuel tank, and EGR also mixed with these, and combustible mixture prepared by using these three: fuel, air and easy air control, and then supply into the combustion chamber. So this is the mixture preparation for SI engine. So there are some parameters for mixture preparation. As you see, number one, fuel properties. We have studied the fuel properties. We know about the air fuel ratio and residual exhaust gas fraction. We need to study about the impact, in which the drivability, emissions and fuel economy. So there are the three things which is also need to be considered in mixture preparation. Other issues also need to be considered in this topic, such as knocking, exhaust temperature, starting and warm up, acceleration and deceleration, and transient conditions of the engine. So these points to be noted for mixture preparation. Now, equivalence ratio and EGR strategies are explained by using this figure. In y-axis, you can see the mixture quality, either it is lean or rich. If we go forward direction, it is a rich mixture, and when we go backward direction, it is lean mixture. And this is line, the pink line shows the stoichiometric ratio. So stoichiometric ratio is the sufficient amount of air which is required for complete combustion for the fuel. So that is called stoichiometric ratio. Chemical correct ratio, that is called stoichiometric, in which phi equals to 1. So pink line shows the stoichiometric ratio. Above that line, that is rich mixture. Below that line, that is lean mixture. So this point shows the rich mixture, and again rich mixture here. So this is in x-axis, you can see the load when it is the case of idling or starting. Whenever the engine is start, or no load condition, it is also known as idling condition. So this is called the starting or idling condition, at which we are using the rich mixture. After that, this section is known as normal range. So normal range, we are using the stoichiometric and less than stoichiometric ratio. So this is lean for good fuel economy. And after that, when we are using the mixture for power zone, so that is also a rich mixture needed for power zone. So generally we are divided the mixture in three category: one for idling or starting, second for normal, and third for power zone, according to load. So this is the thing for a rich mixture and lean mixture for various load condition. And this another figure for EGR. Here you can see the no EGR to improve in idle stability, and when it go to maximum, so EGR to decrease no emission and pumping loss. And again it got down for no EGR to maximize the air flow for power according to load. So this is the equivalence ratio and EGR strategy for mixture preparation in SI engine. Now when we are using the three-way catalyst to decrease the emissions. So this is the requirement for the three-way catalyst by which we can regulate the emission for a rich mixture, lean mixture also. So this in x-axis you can see the rich mixture and lean mixture air fuel ratio, and in y-axis you can see the catalyst efficiency 0 to 100. So these are the emissions. These lines, dotted line shows the hydrocarbon, and center line used for carbon monoxide, and continuous line that is for NOx emissions. So these are the condition, and this is 14.5 to 14.6, that is stoichiometric near to 15. So 15, that is 14.5 to 14.6, that is stoichiometric for gasoline, and this becomes 80% efficiency for air fuel ratio for this. So these are the things for emission control. Now come to fuel metering. So generally in SI engine we are using two things. One is carburetor and other is fuel injection system. So in previously we are using carburetor, and air fuel ratio not easily controlled when we are using the carburetor. But nowadays we are using fuel injection system instead of carburetor, which controlled by electronic circuit. So that is called electronic control unit, which regulate the fuel injection in SI engine nowadays, in which throttle body injection, port fuel injection and direct injection. Explaining, we are using different types of injector in electronic control unit. Number one, PFI injector. In PFI injectors, single nozzle, single hole, 2 hole, 4 and up to 12 holes we are using in PFI injectors, in which the injection pressure maintained from 3 bar to 7 bar, and droplet size also regulate. Second is a normal injector. In normal injector, droplet size is 200 to 80 micrometer. In flash boiling injectors, down to 20 micrometer, and air assist injectors down to 20 micrometer. Next is a GDI injector. We are also using GDI injectors in gasoline engine or petrol engine, in which saved spray we are using, and injection pressure maintained from 50 bar to 150 bar, and drop size maintained from 15 to 50 micrometer. So these are the things for injectors, different types of injector which are using in petrol engine for mixture preparation. This diagram shows the PFI injector targeting, in which the arrangement of fuel injector and intake valve you can see. This is the intake valve and this is the fuel injector. So this is the geometrical issues, and the position is fixed at predefined angle, and this is in this way. This is the injector and this is the droplet into the combustion chamber. Now intake port thermal environment, you can see with the help of this figure temperature variation for the valve, port and coolant. So there are three lines. You can see this line. This line shows the temperature for coolant. Pink line shows the temperature for port, and this blue line shows the temperature of valve. So you can see the when the time goes in second, you can see the increment of the valve temperature is maximum than the port temperature as well as coolant temperature. So this is the variation of temperature for different things, valve, port and coolant. Now, mixture preparation in engine transient. Engine transient, as I told you earlier, acceleration, declarations. So it is need to be regulate the throttle condition while acceleration or declaration, and also for starting and warm up behaviors, engine under cold conditions, and transients need special compensation because sensors do not follow actual air delivery into cylinder, and fuel injected for a cycle is not what constitutes the combustible mixture for that cycle. So these are the things for engine transient condition by which we can prepare the mixture according to the load, according to various load conditions during the transient. Now, the air fuel ratio for different load and speed condition, as per requirement of engine, the carburetor provide an air fuel ratio which must be within combustion range. Engine is cold at the time of starting, so very rich mixture is required, and rich mixture is also required at the time of idling and producing maximum power, as I told earlier, and in further in video you can also better understand by video. So during the normal running, a comparatively lean mixture can be used for SI engine or petrol engine. Air fuel ratio for starting, very rich mixture generally we are using, because in starting the rich mixture required during starting, very small amount of fuel is vaporized because of throttle near to close. So this is the reason, and rest of it stay in the liquid state so as to give an ignitable mixture. So this is the cause for providing very rich mixture in idling range or starting. Air fuel ratio for idling. In idling, engine demands a rich mixture which can be made leaner as the throttle is gradually opened. During idling, the pressure in the inlet manifold is about 20 to 25% of atmospheric pressure. At suction stroke, inlet valve open and the product of combustion trapped in the clearance volume and expands in the inlet manifold. Later, when the piston moves downward, the gases along with the fresh charges go into the cylinder. Cool down. When we are using the acceleration, so more power required, and the rich mixture we are using for acceleration. Sometimes more power is required for a short period such as to accelerate the vehicle or overtaking, etc. During this period, rich mixture is required. Now these are the questions for your practice. What is the requirement of mixture preparation for SI engine? The parameters which are considered for mixture preparation. Explain the different ranges for fuel preparation and why ECU used over the carburetor nowadays. So these are the some questions for your practice for this topic. And thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.